And what if your spiritual gift was already awake and you were using it without knowing? This is not a rhetorical question. It's a real, profound, and more common possibility than you imagine. Many people are living through their gift without having consciously recognized it. They act with a different sensitivity, with a transformative energy, with precise intuition, but they don't see it as something special. They consider it normal, attribute it to their personality, or see it as a simple coincidence. But it's not. It's their soul speaking, expressing itself, manifesting its purpose through the gift. Spiritual gifts don't always reveal themselves in grand or supernatural ways. On the contrary, they usually awaken in silence, in the everyday, in the simple. They manifest first as something natural, a particular way of perceiving others, of reading situations, of emotionally supporting, of inspiring or healing without touch. They activate as a subtle intuition, a spontaneous reaction that doesn't pass through thought, but through the soul. And if you're not paying attention, you could go your whole life using it without knowing you have it. Today, I want to invite you to discover if this is happening to you. The test you're about to take is not just a questionnaire. It's a tool of energetic introspection, a mirror that will show you if your gift is already operating from within. You won't find rational answers here. You will feel. And what you feel, if you're honest with yourself, will reveal truths you may have ignored for years, but have always been with you. I remember the case of a woman who worked in an administrative office. She always felt like she didn't fit in, that something inside her vibrated differently. One day, a coworker told her, "When I talk to you, my anxiety goes away. I don't know how you do it, but you calm everything." She stayed silent. She had never seen herself as someone special, but she started paying attention. She noticed that even strangers would open up to her, that her voice had a calming effect, that she felt the pain of others as if it were her own. Later, she discovered she was an empathic healer. Her gift had been awake for years, but she hadn't recognized it. Maybe something similar is happening to you. Maybe your sensitivity, your intuition, your ability to support, to listen, or to inspire aren't just personal traits. Maybe they're the way your soul is already expressing its mission. And recognizing that changes everything. Because when you name it, you activate it consciously. And when you activate it consciously, it starts to transform into service, into purpose, into a clear spiritual path. So if you're ready to look within, with courage and presence, comment right now. Yes, I am ready. Because this is the moment to stop living your gift in the shadows and start living it in the light. There's a truth that often goes unnoticed. The soul doesn't need to make noise to act. Its work is deep, silent, and constant. It doesn't seek attention, applause, or recognition. It just needs space to express itself. That's why spiritual gifts often manifest naturally, almost imperceptibly, as gestures that repeat without effort, as spontaneous impulses that arise without planning, as automatic responses that come from a place wiser than the mind. And if you're not paying attention, you can live for years acting from your gift without realizing it. Many people are operating from their spiritual gift right now, in this very moment. They're using it with every word, every action, every interaction, but they think it's just part of their character. They feel odd, different, overly sensitive, or simply out of place. And what's really happening is that their soul has already awakened a channel of expression, but their consciousness hasn't recognized it yet. The true activation of the gift happens when you realize that what has always been natural in you is actually a sacred tool. Some calm others with their mere presence. They don't need to say anything. They enter a room, and the atmosphere changes. People lower their voices, breathe more slowly, feel safe. That is a vibrational gift. Some receive messages in dreams or thoughts, unexpected phrases that arrive for no reason, but later get confirmed in reality. That's a gift of connection or channeling. Others feel the emotions of others as if they were their own. They hurt from what others keep silent. That's the mark of the empathic gift. There are also those who have recurring dreams with symbols, numbers, colors, beings, or unreal places that leave a strong impression upon waking. Those dreams are not random. They're coded messages, fragments of the soul revealing information. And most of the time, those people just think they dream a lot or that something strange is happening. They don't realize it's a direct form of spiritual communication, their gift expressing itself through the subtle. And then there are those who, without knowing how, say exactly what someone else needs to hear, as if their words came from another realm, as if they were channeling wisdom without being aware. Sometimes after speaking, they feel something greater manifested through their voice. That's an active gift. Even if it wasn't sought, planned, or trained, it's the spontaneous expression of the soul. That's why it's so important to pay attention to the everyday, because that's where the purest manifestations of the gift are hidden. In the gesture that repeats, in the effect you cause unintentionally, in the way you connect with others without noticing. Don't underestimate what comes naturally to you. It may be the exact language of your purpose acting through you without needing labels. And if hearing this resonates with something in you, if one of these forms reminded you of yourself, then your gift is already awake. It just needs to be seen with different eyes, the eyes of the soul. Now comes the most revealing moment of this journey. What you're about to hear is not a conventional test. It's not about adding points or answering quickly. This is a test of the soul. Each statement I'll share acts as a vibrational mirror. If it resonates with you, if you feel an internal yes, an instant connection, or even an unexpected emotion, don't ignore it. It's your soul confirming that your gift is awake and wants to be recognized. First statement, I feel emotions that aren't mine, as if I absorb what others experience. If it's happened that you're fine, but suddenly feel sadness, anxiety, or an unexplainable emotion when near someone, you're likely an intuitive empath. You're perceiving their emotional field. Your gift is acting, even if you didn't know it. Second statement, I receive ideas or phrases that don't seem to come from me. You might be thinking silently, and suddenly a phrase or solution arrives unexpectedly. Maybe while talking to someone, you say exactly what they needed to hear, and later don't even remember how. That's a clear sign of active channeling. Third statement, when someone is with me, they usually calm down for no apparent reason. If people often say they feel better around you, that your energy soothes them, that they feel different when you're present, you're acting as a channel of harmonization. Your gift expresses through your vibrational field. Fourth statement, I have dreams with repeating messages or symbols. These dreams aren't ordinary. They carry images, names, places, or beings that return again and again. They awaken a sense that there's something more, This is a direct form of spiritual activation. The soul is trying to speak to you in subtle states. Fifth statement. People seek me out without me offering. People you barely know tell you their life stories, seek advice, comfort, or direction. You don't know why they choose you, but they do. That's because they unconsciously feel your gift. Your soul has something to give, and they sense it, even if they don't know how. Sixth statement. My voice or gaze has a strong effect on others. Have you noticed that when you speak, the energy shifts? Or that your gaze triggers deep emotions, even calm or tears? This is a gift of vibrational transmission. Your body is a channel. What you emit isn't just language, it's a transformative frequency. Seventh statement. Sometimes I just know things I can't explain. You know what's going to happen, what someone feels, or what's hidden without logical explanation. That certainty you can't justify, but always turns out to be true, is your prophetic intuition, a clear expression of an awakened gift. Now take a deep breath. Don't analyze, just feel. How many of these statements spoke directly to you? How many made you think, that's happened to me? If several did, if at least 3 or 4 touched something inside you, then there's no doubt your gift is awake. And if that's your case, if you've felt that deep resonance, then comment with truth, with presence, with intention. I am already awake. That phrase is more than a comment. It's a sacred recognition. And if this message has touched something in your soul, if you know it can help others who are also awakening, help us expand it. Subscribe, like, and tell us in the comments what signs you've experienced, because your story may help another soul recognize itself. Discovering that your spiritual gift is already awake is a powerful moment, but also a delicate one. Because when something so deep comes to light, what first appears isn't always certainty. Sometimes it's doubt. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes even confusion. But what matters is that you're not here to understand it all right away. You're here to begin living it with awareness, and that is already a great step. Now, the essential thing is to know how to walk this new stretch of the path with humility, presence, and an open heart. The first thing you must do is accept it with humility, not with superiority or spiritual ego. Having a gift doesn't make you more special than anyone. It doesn't make you better. What it does make you is responsible for using that ability with awareness, with respect for yourself and for others. Your gift is not something to show off or prove, it's something to honor. And to honor it, you need to recognize yourself as a channel, not as the source. Your gift is not you. It's what flows through you when you are aligned. Once you've accepted it, it's time to strengthen it with practices that sustain it. You can start with daily meditation to cleanse your energy and better hear your intuition. Automatic or intuitive writing can help you channel inner messages. Energetic practices like Reiki, chakra work, or connecting with nature will give you vibrational grounding. Above all, listen to your inner guidance. Your soul knows what it needs. Don't rush. This is an organic process, not a race. The gift integrates through the everyday. You don't need to become a spiritual guide or abandon your current life. What matters is the intention behind what you do. If you run a business, you can do it as a channel of service. If you care for someone, you can be living medicine. If you accompany with presence, you are already healing. Your gift is not shown in what you do, but in how you do it, with attention, with love, with truth. And to sustain this new level of energy, you need to cultivate your emotional and energetic balance. You can't give from emptiness. You can't channel if you are disconnected. Care for your rest, your nutrition, your thoughts. Surround yourself with people who raise your vibration. Learn to say no when necessary. Your field must be clear for the gift to flow without interference. Remember, a clean channel is a useful channel, and you are called to be a conscious channel. This is the moment to move from discovery to integration, from revelation to practice. Because now that you know your gift is active, the next step is to live it, not with haste, but with truth, not with obligation, but with intention. And if you are feeling that truth within you, stay with me. What follows is a final reminder that could change how you walk through this world. Your gift is not a coincidence. It's not an accident in your story, nor a minor detail. It is a sacred calling